Bob Dusselier here, purchasing manager at GoMotorBids.com, back for yet another delayed installment of What Did Bob Buy? We've had a lot of cool stuff come in since the last time I talked with you GMBers out there. Here, I know it doesn't look like much right now because Joe, our warehouse assistant manager, has not put this stuff away yet. It's been sitting here for a couple days, but he will get to it because he's a busy man. And he's also standing right behind us, so flipping him some trouble. But basically what we did here is we bought some die-cast promotions product, some really cool Harley Davidson. I'll just pick one of these up right now just so you can get a close-up of that. Different varieties, Russell Pan in here, but what's cool about this is there's a lot of sports memorabilia in here as well, which you don't see a lot of that on GMB, so we're giving this a whirl. And really with the holiday season coming up, you know, who's not a Texas Longhorn fan? Who doesn't root for the Oklahoma Sooners? You know, I mean, the St. Louis Cardinals, look at this, 2006 World Series commemorative championship hauler, and I won't take it out of the package, but it basically has the roster from that series, MVP, all that stuff. To me, this is no better than a piece of toilet paper because I hate the Cardinals, but hey, there's a lot of Cardinals fans out there. Speaking of the Cardinals, if you look over there, we've got a Cardinals Hummer. We've got Albert the Great. We've got a Hummer recognizing Albert Pujols' first 5 years, a couple years old, but very collectible, very cool. Down here, you'll see some college Mustangs. I know this gets Russ excited. He's a big Mustang fan. We got the Oklahoma Sooners, the Michigan Wolverines. Over there, we got a David Wright of the New York Mets Challenger concept from a couple years ago, commemorating his All-Star berth in the 2006 All-Star Game. Also, the same season that the Mets lost to the Cardinals in the NLCS. That is why I hate the Cardinals. I'm a Mets fan. Back here you can see some collections that Joe and I have just got done counting in. Can't really tell you, well, just right off the top here, look, we got a Ray Evernham signed hero card from his Rainbow Warrior days, and a nice little Dale Earnhardt Jr. signed Busch Grand National hero card. So see those coming across the block. But really, over here, we've just purchased a bunch of carousel planes that I think are very, very cool, very, very detailed. A lot of people probably don't realize, but once Carousel's done with their current planes, that's it. They're discontinuing their planes. So these will be highly collectible. They're highly detailed. There's some different variations, but you'll see these come across the auction block very soon. And then over here, we have some Racing Champions wrestling collectibles from the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, along with a lot of rock and roll limited edition. Right here, here's a Hank Williams Jr., but you know, yeah, they're Racing Champions, but these were all limited edition, and these are actually some of the harder Racing Champions to find, the wrestling and the rock and roll. And really, I've kind of highlighted some other pieces over here from this collection. You'll see right here, look at this. Boom, 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 Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 DeLoreans. Who doesn't like Back to the Future and the DeLoreans? I know that our IT guy here, Josen, is probably getting pretty excited. He'll probably buy these, so you might not see these on the auction site, but keep your eye open for those. And then we move over here, kind of highlight some of the rock and roll, the rock and roll, actually hot rock and steel die cast. We've got Ozzy Osbourne. We've got Motley Crue. I mean, countryside, who doesn't love a little A.J. Allen Jackson, baby? I mean, way down yonder at the Chattahoochee, who didn't like that song from the early 90s? Right here we got some wrestling ones. We got, I mean, who, come on, seriously, Russ doesn't even care about wrestling, but he knows who the Nature Boy is, doesn't he, baby, huh? Woo! I think he's a 16-time world champion. This is highly collectible. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, buddy. To be the man, you got to beat the man. So step up and bid on this today. Who doesn't love Ric Flair, right? I mean, the Nature Boy. All right, next up, Chris Jericho. This is from his Man of 1,001 Hold days in WCW when he was young Lionheart Chris Jericho, when he was first starting in the wrestling business. This is highly collectible. And then we move on to, I mean, come on, Hollywood Hogan. Been in the news lately. Good and bad. Just gave his wife almost all of his money in the divorce settlement. So maybe you'll buy this and somehow it'll residually go to Hollywood. Not really. It'll go to us. But everybody liked Hollywood Hogan. I'm having a little fun here today. But the best part about all this stuff here, all these ones you see here, the Motley Crue, the Alan Jackson, the Ozzy Osbourne, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Back to the Future cars, the Jericho, the Hogan, everything you just saw, one of these is going to have a $25 GoMotorBids.com gift certificate. We're not going to tell you which one, but one of them will have that. So if you bid on these items here in the next couple weeks, excuse me, you're going to see them across the auction block. One of those items is going to have a $25 gift certificate. So until next time, this has been another installment of What Did Bob Buy? I'll see you later.
Entering the back of my house, welcoming you into my house.